Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So, before we begin this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new videos that comes on board. If you have any topics, any feedback, any suggestions, or if you want me to give you my take on something, don't forget to put it in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer the questions or give you the feedback or give you my take on something. If you want to connect with me on other social media outlets, remember, all of my social media outlets actually have this, my face. I mean, it's bald, a lot more bald than with a beard. And so you can see that it's me. So if you want to connect with me on Facebook, you can actually search for Carlos Flores Jr. If you want to connect with me on Instagram or on X, type in at Back on Basics. If you want to on Threads, you can either type in at Back on Basics or just Back on Basics. So let's talk about consistency. And that's one of my favorite topics, because consistency for me means that I am moving forward. So remember that. Think about that, right? Consistency means that I am moving forward. It means that I am starting to get that muscle memory that will get me going, motivate me, move me forward, get me closer to my goals and dreams, get me closer to life, to mind-body balance, to life balance, get me closer to being in this moment, the neutral zone, right? In the present moment. And so consistency builds also your tenacity, because you know what? Consistency means that you have made victories. You have had victories, and they're building and building and building and building and building. And so you're becoming so consistent that you're becoming unstoppable. And remember, right? There's always setbacks. I mean, there's always going to be setbacks. I'm telling you, there is always going to be setbacks. But don't worry. Just keep it consistent, right? You don't have to run. You don't have to walk. You don't have to go one step at a time. You don't have to crawl. As long as you're looking forward, you're moving forward. I'm telling you, in your mind is focused on moving forward. And so consistency just builds not just mind muscle or muscle memory, it also builds your self-esteem. Why? Because you're having victories, just like I just said. You're having victory after victory after victory. Be it. Some of those victories are small, some of them are medium, some of them are large. So you're having those victories, but you're moving and moving and moving and moving and moving. I mean, it's amazing. When you get up in the morning and you get up, then you do the activities that you want to do. And then all of a sudden you include an activity that you have to do. And then you go to work, or you go to school, or you go shopping. You do what you need to do, right? And then you come back afterwards, after work, after shopping, after visiting family members, after going to church, you come back. And then you do some more activities that you want to do. And I'm not saying that you're going to do a lot. All I'm saying is that you're going to use your muscle memory, because you know what things will get you moving, right? Like for me, I mean, honestly, when I go from, and this is a short drive, when I go from home to the elementary school that I work at, I listen to music. It just gets me going. I just pick my favorite song at that moment. No going through the list, because once you go through the list, time just shortens up. I have a short drive, so I know my favorite songs. I know my top 3 favorite songs. So I just play my top favorite song of the moment. And so it's amazing, because it's just muscle memory. I know it. I mean, even my phone knows which one I played last, my favorite song. And so again, It's building that memory, right? It's building that muscle memory. It's getting to the point where it becomes not just automatic, but it just builds the strength here. And then what? Then you can do some other things besides doing the activities that you want to do. You can do the activities that you have to do. Remember, all of us go through the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's say that again. All of us go through the good, the bad, and the ugly. Remember that as human beings, right? We start in the negative and we have to process so that way we can get to the positive. We have to do that. It is what it is. It's just being human, right? And on top of that, we're slightly similar human, all of us human beings, right? We're slightly similar, but there's uniqueness to us. That's the reason why we're unique. That's the reason why we're very different in some aspects. You know, I speak Spanish, right? I'm from El Salvador, right? I came here when I was 9 because of the Civil War. I mean, all of those things have actually put me in a different category from most of the Salvadorians, from most of the Salvadorian people. And I mean, and if I throw in there that I've studied, that I've gotten my 2 bachelors, 2 masters, and hopefully soon finishing a doctorate, then and getting my credential in special education, that just makes me even more unique. I mean, I'm not trying to saying this is me and this is what the things. I'm just showing you that everybody's unique. You need to find your uniqueness to do that. You know what? It's kind of like the grass is greener on the other side. I mean, education I love. I'll learn all my life. I wish I would have been an athlete. I wish I would have played maybe like football or wrestled. I mean, remember, I've said in another video, I wish I would have been a professional wrestler. I mean, I wish I would have been a professional wrestler. But it's not in the books. It's not in the cards. I mean, after I lifted that water bottle and I hurt my back, I mean, it's harder. And at my age, I mean, I'm okay. I mean, I still can do it, but I could be like a good manager, wrestling manager. After doing all of these videos, my mind is like this, and I can come up with different things, and I can create things, and I can do that. So, anybody needs a wrestling manager, I'm here. But again, right? I mean that just makes me laugh. Laughter is one of the things that you should be doing on a daily basis. Laughter. Funny things. I mean, I get it. We all have our bad moments. I mean, just today in the morning, I had a bad moment. I was like, holy cannoli. I mean, even yesterday. Look, the reason why there's no long video is because I was doing my long video on yesterday's topic. And the thing is, last minute, the last minute, it actually turned purple. And the thing is that it's not just turned the last minute purple. It actually turned purple the whole video. And I tried fixing it. I tried moving it around. I tried redoing I chopped off the purple part, but it still came out purple. It is amazing. I tried my best. That's the reason why there was no long video, but there was a short video in Spanish, one in English, and there was a micro video in Instagram, 30 seconds, on the topic. And so that's the reason why I'm telling you, right? Consistency. So, my last video didn't work yesterday. My long video didn't work. What am I doing now? I'm doing another long video. Why am I doing this? Because consistency. I want to be consistent. I want to show up every time I have an opportunity to show up. And that's one of the things that I want you to think about. Show up. Does it mean that you're going to win? No. Does it mean that I'm going to win? No. But I'm showing up. And then the next day, I'm showing up. And the next day, I'm showing up. And the next day, I'm showing up. And guess what? the power of numbers, the power of compounding. Eventually I will have that victory. I will be where I want to be in because of my consistency, because I'm always there. It's the same thing, right? Whenever you want to help out, you're there. You want to help out your family members, your community, your friends. You tell them, I'll be there, right? That's consistency, right? And so even if they don't reciprocate, if they don't help you back, which I doubt. I mean, your friends are your friends, right? And so even like that, it doesn't matter. You're showing up. You're being consistent. You're being forward thinking. You're thinking critically. This muscle memory is becoming so strong that at some point it becomes automatic. I'm there. Just like me, right? Over 320 videos, over 500 and I think 510 or 520 shorts. I show up. That has been my motivation. I show up. I do the video. I do different kind of videos. I talk about things. I change my shirt most of the time. I mean, I have some that I like wearing, but I change my shirt on the video so that way you can see that I'm doing different videos, different days. And it's like, but I show up. That's the main thing. I show up. Every single day I show up. Even yesterday I showed up. But you know what? At some point, I spent about half an hour trying to fix that video. And then I said to myself, you know what? It's okay. I'll let it go. I analyzed it and I set it aside. And I said, it's all right. I already have 2 shorts and 1 micro short. And so that's okay. It's okay for today. And you know what? I was okay with it. And it was fine. But then again today, right? Soon as I do my shorts, I'm like, time to do the long one. Because I want to make sure that you see the consistency that I'm telling you in this video. Being consistent is being mind, body balanced. Being consistent is being there for those that you support. Being consistent is learning things when others are not learning. Being consistent is you moving forward. And it's amazing, right? The power of compounding, the motivation that you get. And so consistency works because consistency will show off. The more consistent you are, the more it will show off. Check out my first video a long time ago. I mean, I was tripping on my words. I was like doing different things. Right now, all I have to do is I have to do an outline on what topic I'm going to do in the talking points, and then I'm set. I don't even have to look at them. Sometimes I do because I have to show you pictures or things like that. But other times, I'm like, of it. It just motivates me. It just moves me forward to my goals. It just moves me forward to making more videos, more shorts, more micro shorts, more longer videos. And so, again, I have goals that I want to fulfill, that I want to accomplish, and I have them. I have them written down. And remember, I told you, one of my goals is to reach 3,000 subscribers. And I was watching, I was watching a documentary on ESPN about these guys that do shots. I forgot their YouTube channel. I apologize, gentlemen. And so, I mean, they have over 100,000, or actually they have more than 100,000. The 100,000 was just one of the YouTube plaques they got, right? Their empire is about 400 million a year because they do just not videos, but now they do other things. It's amazing, right? I mean, this country has so many opportunities, and now with digital currency, which is this is digital currency, right? You're taking this video and you're watching it, and you're taking what you need so that way you can move forward. Well, that's the digital currency that I'm giving you. So that way you can practice and you can decide which one you're going to use. So that way you can move forward the best. It's digital currency. And the thing is, that motivates me because I've gotten feedback from the UK. I've gotten feedback from Mexico. I've gotten feedback from El Salvador. I've gotten feedback from Thailand. I've gotten feedback from the Philippines. I've gotten feedback from the Virgin Islands saying, hey, I needed this right this moment. It motivates me. And you know what? That creates my consistency. It's not 100% that, but that helps me be consistent because you don't know what people are going through and what they need to hear on certain days so that way they can keep going. Remember that. You don't know what people are going through. Sometimes they don't even tell you what they're going through. So you have to be consistent. So that way they know, hey, Carlos has videos every day, shorts, micro shorts, and long videos. I'm gonna see what the topic is. I'm gonna see what today's topic is. I'm gonna see what yesterday's topic is. I wonder what tomorrow's topic is gonna be. Consistency. One person, and I'm gonna end this video after this. One person that was consistent, that I love and I admire, is Kobe Bryant. I've said this in other videos. Kobe Bryant was consistent. He just practiced and practiced and practiced and got better and better and better at his activities at basketball, right? But other things. He was a businessman. He was a family member. He took care of his family. He took care of his team. Why do you think there's so many people that grieve so much when he passed? He was consistent. He said, I'm going to be consistent. And in the next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, you're going to see the difference. While others are still waiting to get started, I'm going to be consistent the next 3 years, the next 5 years, the next 10 years. And he did. And he was. I mean, he was automatic. He was lights out. Be consistent, ladies and gentlemen, because the more you do that, you build that muscle memory. You are in the here and now, in the present moment. You are going to be able to help others by just being an example of being consistent. Just be an example to other people. There's so many people right now that are struggling, ladies and gentlemen. They're struggling. But you give them hope. We give them hope. So, be consistent. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new videos that come on board. Again, right? You know, this is my second iteration with my YouTube channel. The first one, there was no consistency. That's the reason why it's not active right now. This one, I'm going all the way. I'm being consistent. You will get a long video, 2 short videos, and 1 micro video on Instagram for you available. And you can connect with me on social media outlets so you can see them. I have them on X. I have them on Instagram. I have them on Threads. Believe me, they're all over. I want to make sure that you have access to them. And of course, they're here on YouTube. Consistency. Back on Basics.